drugs such as MDMA, popularly known as ecstasy, or Molly, LSD, and methamphetamine are now being packaged to appeal to young, unsuspecting consumers. Parents, many of whom are highly educated, often fail to recognize early signs of addiction or involvement, mistakenly believing that their children are too informed or disciplined to fall prey to such vices. Urta Kerala, Kerala's silent crisis. Kerala, often celebrated as God's own country for its breathtaking natural beauty, high literacy rate, and progressive social indicators, is now grappling with a grim and deeply unsettling reality: a surging drug menace. What was once whispered in corners has now become a loud, undeniable crisis seeping into schools, colleges, and even homes. The state, known for producing some of the best human development indices in India, is ironically seeing its youth fall prey to a network of drug peddling that is as innovative as it is insidious. What makes this crisis particularly alarming is the nature and method of drug infiltration. Unlike the stereotypical image of shady alleyway transaction, today's drug trade in Kerala operates with alarming sophistication. Hard drugs such as MDMA, popularly known as ecstasy, or Molly, LSD, and methamphetamine are now being packaged to appeal to young, unsuspecting consumers. These synthetic drugs, particularly MDMA, are being disguised as innocuous items, that is, chocolates, candies, chewing gums, even ice creams, sold for as little as Rs 50 to Rs 200. They are well within the reach of school-going children, making them particularly dangerous. A child unknowingly consuming what seems like a harmless treat could easily end up addicted or hospitalized. The operational model adopted by these drug peddlers is equally disturbing. Peddlers increasingly rely on social media platforms and messaging apps such as Instagram, Telegram, and Snapchat to connect with teenagers. Transactions are conducted virtually, and deliveries are made in a way that resembles any regular e-commerce services through courier packages, food delivery apps, or even in person, dressed as delivery agents. Some dealers exploit school students themselves, offering free drug initially and then coercing them into becoming part of the supply chain once they are addicted. This not only fuels demand but also shields the main operators by creating layers of intermediaries too young to arouse suspicion. Despite Kerala's near universal literacy, the state's educated populace has not proven immune to the social consequences of drug addiction. In fact, it is a false sense of security that literacy offers that may have contributed to this crisis being overlooked until now. Parents, many of whom are highly educated, often fail to recognize early signs of addiction or involvement, mistakenly believing that their children are too informed or disciplined to fall prey to such vices. Schools and colleges too have lagged behind in adopting robust monitoring system or psychological support services to help students navigate peer pressure and mental health challenges, which are often the triggers for substance abuse. The Kerala Police and Excise Department have ramped up the operations in recent months, launching statewide crackdowns such as Operation Clean Campus and collaborating with cybercrime units to identify online drug networks. Yet, arrests alone cannot stem the tide. There is an urgent need for a more holistic approach that involves parents, educators, health professionals, and community leaders. Rehabilitation centers in the state are overwhelmed, and the stigma around addiction continues to prevent many from seeking timely help. The involvement of minors further complicates legal and social intervention. The crisis in Kerala is a cautionary tale that literacy alone does not equate to awareness, and progress on paper does not guarantee immunity from deep-rooted social problems. The time has come for Kerala to reimagine its approach to education, not just as a means to academic excellence but as a vehicle for moral grounding, emotional intelligence, and awareness about the real-world challenges like substance abuse. Without swift, coordinated action, the state risks losing an entire generation to a silent war that is being fought not with guns and bombs, but with pills, powders, and poisoned sweets. Is this the direction Kerala can afford to go in? The answer, quite clearly, is no. This was it for today. For more such videos, stay tuned to The India.